Fox Business host Stuart Varney challenged Lara Trump about alleged bad blood between former President Donald Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, after the New York Times recently reported that DeSantis thinks that the expectation that he bend the knee is asking too much. Take a look at the Fox News discussion.
Florida's Governor DeSantis says backing President Trump in 2024 is, quote, too much to ask. Lara Trump is with us. You know, that sounds pretty conclusive to me. Mr. Trump, I believe, wants a clear run in 2024, and he wants the backing of all Republicans. If he doesn't get it, and he's not getting it from Ron DeSantis, there's bad blood. This is not a made-up story, is it, Lara?
Well, Donald Trump hasn't said that he is running in 2024, so let's start there. The idea that you could actually give support to someone that hasn't said they're running, I'm not totally sure about that. But look, as far as I know, there is no bad blood here between Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis. Isn't it interesting that the media, though, Stuart, is not focusing on, I don't know, the 40-year inflation, embarrassments on the world stage, and all the major issues in our country? Instead, they're focused on this. I would say that the Republican Party is incredibly cohesive right now and all focused on the same thing, which is taking the Democrats out of control. Because, look, at this point, I think we could all agree that one of my two dogs could do a better job at running our country than the current leadership is. Oh, a broken clock is right twice a day, and we don't even get those odds with the Democrats and Joe Biden. So anyone would be better than who is currently running the show. But no, as far as I know, there is no issue between my father-in-law and Ron DeSantis. Let's give the guy an opportunity to announce he's running for president if that's what he decides to do.
But DeSantis says asking him to support Trump in 2024 is too much to ask. He's denying your father-in-law support.
Well, let's give him another opportunity. Perhaps he did not mean exactly how those words are being interpreted. Let's wait and see. I haven't spoken to Ron DeSantis myself about that.
Do you think Mr. Trump do you think Mr. Trump will pick up the phone, or Mr. DeSantis will pick up the phone and sort it out?
Well, I'm sure the two of them are going to be together at some point to discuss things. And if Donald Trump is the nominee in 2024, anyone else would almost have to be crazy, Stuart, to try and jump in that race.
In other DeSantis-related news, the Associated Press reports a bill pushed by DeSantis that would prohibit public schools and private businesses from making white people feel discomfort when they teach students or train employees about discrimination in the nation's past received its first approval Tuesday. The Senate Education Committee approved the bill that takes aim at critical race theory, though it doesn't mention it explicitly. On party lines, the Republicans in favor and Democrats opposed. Democrats argued the bill isn't needed, would lead to frivolous lawsuits, and said it would amount to censorship in schools. They asked, without success, for real-life examples of teachers or businesses telling students or employees that they are racist because of their race. State Senator Chevron Jones, who is black, stated, "This bill's not for blacks. This bill was not for any other race. This was directed to make whites not feel bad about what happened years ago. At no point did anyone say white people should be held responsible for what happened. But what I would ask my white counterparts is, are you an enabler of what happened, or are you going to say we must talk about history?" DeSantis held a news conference last month in which he called critical race theory crap, and said he would seek legislation that would allow parents to sue schools and employees to sue employers if they were subject to its teachings. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com. And if you'd like to see more of the Raw Report, please like and subscribe, and join others who like their news raw too.